your life points directly. Oh no, no one's ever managed to summon that card before. Why, is it difficult? No, it just the rules don't make any fucking sense.
So what's with the Rainbow Roses, though?
Look at the name. Know that it's a pair of twins.
Oh, it's the twins. Okay. Never mind.
I love that that's all it took me. Just went, oh, it's like broken and ejected. Like, oh, it's them. Oh, yes, I should click that.
So, hello, Bonray.
Hi.
I have Baja Blast right next to me. A liter of it. An entire liter of Baja Blast. And my stomach's already acting up. Oh, great. What'd I eat? It's probably the ramen, Shadow. You know, haven't had ramen in a long time.
I've got some seltzer water with May.
Oh, great. I accidentally kicked the fucking bottle of Baja Blast. Okay, good news. It did not explode.
Yay. No explosion.
Anyway, I say that on my phone. Hey, Siri! Usually that has her pipe up. Ah, there she... Anyway, be right back.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm looking at the new Final Fantasy cards for Magic the Gathering. Hilarious to say. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. 5 white exile this equipment, return to the battlefield, transform under its owner's control. Summon Alexander. Edgar has a card. Oh no, it's good. Evil Awakened.
I'm pretty much just using AI to answer math questions because they're too complicated for me to understand or solve
You want
anyway.
my help? I can help you with that.
Well, I've already punched it in, so...
Ooh, Gankaya.
Okay, this actually has a bit more promise to it, hopefully. Maybe. Alright, hopefully this actually is the total that I hope it is, because when I was looking at my when I was trying to punch it in on a calculator, I just got way less than this, and I'm just like, oh boy, does it
What is
really
it?
have... It's, so I'm trying to calculate the total amount that I get between my two jobs, see how much I actually can have to do as I please. And this is also like a slightly rough estimate because it's, I don't want to put the actual amounts, but it's close enough. But with everything put in, my net earning is around $2,300, and then with my expenses taken out, so rent, food, some subscription services that I have, and it'd come out to about $781, which solid, I guess. Because when I was punching it in earlier, it said I only had 50 to do what I needed, and I'm like, oh jeez.
Hello, I've returned. Anyway, hey guys, Shizzy925 here, Seagullius.
I am not okay.
And Bonrai.
I have sinus problems and soda with me.
And today, we play the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And
I
also,
really want to switch to play this. Like, I actually have XD Gale of Darkness for the GameCube, but I really want to play it on Switch, if only for the better graphics.
better graphics, my ass.
The Phoenix Down does the kills undead thing.
See what I got in my pockets. Phone, charging cord for phone, backup battery for phone, letter from Aunt Marge, 2-week-old pizza, dog toy, some old gum.
I have a feeling this is a. This sounds like a Simpsons gag.
I mean, I have no doubt that it happened in Simpsons. It's just it's a trope that just happens where you just have bottomless pockets and you don't even know what are in them at that point.
I used to make a joke. I had a bottomless bag.
Yeah. I actually have a bag labeled a bag of holding.
Well, I used to carry everything in my bag, and like, you'd think it'd be done, but you'd like, literally, it's like, oh, DS game. Oh, hey, DS game. Oh, hey, DS game. Oh, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Oh, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh deck in a baggie, because at the time I couldn't afford and didn't really care to buy things. Anyway, last time my luck became too good. So, I mentioned at the beginning there were 2 Pokemon that were possibly I wanted to be in my team, and well, I got the trade for Larvitar last time.
Cool.
And,
Cool. Dark rock type, here we come.
issue. There's another Pokemon that was from the things that I really wanted.
Feel that.
I got that as well. Issue, they both fill the same thing slot. Trapinch.
Yeah. Did we talk about how Trapinch can learn Crunch, but neither Vibrava nor Flygon can?
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Their
you
mouths
can.
aren't nearly as big.
Yeah, if you teach Trapinch Crunch, then you can have it as a Vibrava and Flygon eventually, but it can't learn them naturally. I don't even think you can use Move Reminder to teach it back.
Well, later gens you can, but not in this gen.
I was actually playing Shining Pearl, trying to make a competitive ready team so I can deal with the battle tower.
So
Right now,
sorry, you keep going.
I was just saying right now I'm breeding my Chimchar so that I can have one with both Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. And Iron Fist as its ability.
Those damn Chimchars. They never stop with the trying to fit. I'm not gonna finish that joke, actually.
I'm not gonna finish that joke. Probably the best if you're gonna say it like that.
Shadow appreciates at least.
Yes.
Shadow,
I think
you're not supposed to agree. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course Shadow was going to agree.
so. We have the issue of do we want the because so far actually Bub has evolved. and Bub has been doing pretty good, but I'm getting both Bub and Rin to level 30. Because that's when Gardevoir evolves at 30, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting them both to 30. Then I'm comparing their special stat, and if Curlia's special stat is not better, fully evolved Gardevoir is not better than Bub, then Bub, somehow you've got... Because right now,
It's like Bub nicked.
Oh, by the way, I did teach Eggman Water Pulse.
Neat.
And Flareon Flamethrower. And actually,
Good call on that one.
it's nice. Its special attack is the nice number.
Just make certain that they're at the same level when you compare them.
Oh, I know that's the whole point. I'm getting.
So you looked at natures for these guys, right?
Unfortunately, he did.
Yes.
Okay.
He's
I'm
Curly
not
is
getting
an
good
adamant
natures.
nature.
Let's just say that.
Except for the one you did, and then you're like, no, that's a bad nature because I wanted to do this other specific niche. And it's like, just take the win.
Which Pokemon?
I don't remember.
Okay, so yeah, Dr. Eggman has careful nature, I think it was.
Yeah. Which I.
Yeah, so that's plus special defense minus special attack, which kind of sucks.
Look, it's these are not meant for fully battling. These are not meant for competitive, which otherwise.
I know. I'm just. But there's also cases when the natures just kind of really suck for the Pokemon that they are, even if you're not looking competitive.
Yeah, I know. You mean like you mean like the Curlia?
With adamant nature, yes.
And
Look, I'm adamant that there's nothing wrong.
if it was a male Curlia and this wasn't Gen 3, it would be
If it didn't have,
It would be pretty solid.
if it had all these specific things that it can't possibly happen.
at this particular game. God, I really wish this game was released as a Gen 4 game.
Or if there was a sequel that was in Gen 4.
I mean, there is, but it's not like an actual sequel. Brave Nature, Larvitar, which increases attack, decreases speed, but Larvitar was Tyranitar was not getting that fast, so
So that actually ended up kind of working out.
yeah. So far, only like biggest issue is it's a fucking Larvitar. It evolves at 55. But Larvitar this early in the game.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get Pupitar pretty quick, at the very least.
Goombella's Naughty, which
Naughty is...
I think that's a neutral one.
It's a more neutral one, yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Naughty is plus attack minus special defense.
Okay, that one's actually not bad.
Yeah.
We were going for a mixed attacker anyway, so, you know what? It's a good thing we put Headbutt on Goombella.
Yeah. Yeah. Bit more powerful Mach Punch. Flareon's Naughty, so plus attack minus special defense, which actually works out for it.
Plus, it doesn't decrease special attack, which we're using it as a mixed attacker because, again, need a fire type.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I thought for some reason fire was physical in Gen 3.
No.
It is. No, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, all the EV types are special. It just happened to work. At least it just happened to work out that they were all special.
And then Bub.
Bub is hardy, which is a defensive nature, I think.
Hardy is...
So unless they change their stats, a Gardevoir at level 50 with a hindering nature would have 229 to 314 special attack, while a Swalot would have with a neutral 151 to 245. So at the same level, a Gardevoir will have significantly more stats than a Swalot.
Okay. Also, Hardy is neutral. It's
the
plus...
It's plus itself minus itself, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that it's literally just like they added a stat in. The reason it's neutral is just because they're like, you know, so far this is a challenge run, I guess. Then, I mean,
More or less.
Except for the fact that these Pokemon are entirely capable of beating the game with these natures. Natures are kind of more min-max, I think, for competitive.
yeah.
And this game's only somewhat competitive. They don't have full IVs.
Mount Battle might be a little bit harder, but I was gonna go for the Bond. I was gonna go try to get the Bond Sly. Oh right, the fucking pyramid.
Please don't fuck the pyramid. Please don't fuck the fear turkey. Okay.
It's like having an old biker gang, like Team Snagem, just getting absolutely. Oh right, we can't get this guy's Pokemon again because someone took our.
Gee, I don't know, boss. Maybe we shouldn't be stealing Pokemon from kids.
He stole our machine. Biden? Biden?
That hits way differently now.
Yeah.
So wait, Biden was actually a member of Team Snagem? Explains so much about our economy. Actually, it doesn't. But you know what I mean.
No, hey, it's Thug Zook.
Zook.
Doduo. I need to use a Dodrio.
I would suggest not.
Not this game. Not this game.
Scan complete.
Yes, I would love to use a Doduo. Let me finish. Not this game. I'm crazy. Not suicidal. You know what? I think Eggman is close to leveling up. I think. know what? Next time you know what? From now on, I only eat one package of water. Rind, water is done. Okay, clearly, Leon.
Damn it.
Try attack.
Oh
shit. Flammenwurfer and
Not be confused with the Dog of Darkness, the Flammenwurfer.
Flammenwurfer. No! Stop going after Flareon! Oh, you bitch! Well, Goombella.
Honestly, you could probably just spam Mach Punch as much as you can.
I was trying not to send out Goombella because of the fucking bird. Okay, please confuse. Please confuse. Please confuse. Please confuse. Please. Fuck. Mach Punch the Zangoose and Aurora being the Dodo. It's not dead! And whatever this hits is dead. Oh, it's not! But I'm pretty sure it... F. Press F in the chat.
I got it. Press L to pay.
You know what's funny? That apparently helped them break Death Stranding. Beating, that is. Speedrunners used it to glitch through the game faster. I don't know how they could glitch faster via pissing, but...
Okay, Shockwave the Carvana and
Shockwave Carvana, but Shadow, I swear, they're just a legit company.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Okay. The Shockwave. Okay, well, so far we're not absolutely dying. Okay.
Down.
Eggman showing why he is.
Leveled up.
And that's a Relicanth, and
A really, really old fish.
you know.
Give me that fish.
I think.
Give me that fish.
God, that's a long time. Do I have a revive?
I don't think so.
Well, I went into this. Relicanth is rock, not ground, right?
Correct. It's rock water.
Okay. Alright, water pulls the survivor. Man, I really wish you could learn it.
Tail.
Eggman! Ah,
He is the Eggman.
I am... No, Larvitar. Okay. Okay. If you live this turn... Wait, please tell me you tackled... Okay, I will take the low damage on Eggman.
I'd say sludge. Either sludge or toxic, if only because I really like toxic.
Yes, but... Dragons. They're both not very effective.
Ow.
Oh, poor.
I was just
poor
hoping for
creature.
poison, and that's it. Tank it.
And
And
there goes Lark. Great.
yippee!
I mean, you could probably grind out the Pokespots.
It's not that. This battle would be easier if I didn't have a. If I didn't get fucking KO'd right away. Because an always super effective move on a Pokemon that has a really good physical attacking stat. Critical hit. Okay. Nope. Nope. Now that's the 1v1. I am abusing whatever healing items I own here.
I see Hyper Potion and looks like 4 Super Potions.
Yes. And I can't poison this, so
Nope.
what are my options?
Shockwave.
Yeah. Shockwave!
That's it. Just spam Shockwave. At least it can't miss.
I mean, true.
I'm going to avoid making the joke I want to make right now.
That's
Is it low-hanging fruit or...
it's always
It definitely involves some clapping.
Okay.
if it's Gull, it could happen.
You already know what joke it is, Shadow.
I don't necessarily know for sure, but I assume it's
Something. The clap of my ass cheeks is learning the guards. Something.
Snake. Well, as long as he doesn't crit this time. Oh, fuck. Shut up, Shadow. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Plus, I think even if he did crit, it wouldn't matter anyway.
You know what? We're keeping Bub just for being a tank and having toxic
Yeah.
and later sludge bomb.
Yeah. Because Toxic is the best move that's specifically for poisoning. And actually, I think any status move in general, because badly poison only happens between Toxic and Poison Fang. I keep watching videos that relate to my singing monsters.
I keep, like, today, last day, 24 hours, I've been getting non-stop, Gumball compilation, like, out of context compilations.
Mm.
Do you like it when Gumball does Gumball? Like when Gumball is a Gumball and he is a Gumball and The Amazing World of Gumball is a weird pink show,
Yeah.
but I love it.
I mean, I love it for, like, some of the episodes that I've watched. One of the moments I thought was really funny is when Gumball gets sent back to kindergarten, and when Miss Simeon comes to him to ask him to come back because otherwise she'll be fired.
He's like,
he sarcastically mentions, he sarcastically gets back at her, and she's like, how can you enjoy it here? And he's like, it's a world of optional pants.
a world of
Yeah.
of naps.
Naps, optional pants, and food you don't have to chew. You just described a retirement home. Exactly! I get to retire without ever having a job! Yeah, like, just the way her face drops because she's like, you just described a retarded now. I also feel bad that Richard can't have a job.
He physically cannot have a job, otherwise the universe dies. I can't wait for the reboot. I can't believe I'm actually saying that because like, not like it was my favorite show growing up, but like, in fact, actually, I think it actually kind of back then it didn't like. I wasn't a teenager, I was a young adult, but I was at that point where I'm like, I don't like the stupider Cartoon Network shows. Like, I've been having to deal with them for a few years, and like, actually no, I know what it was. It was during that time when all it was just Gumball. Do you remember when Cartoon Network was just Gumball?
No, I remember when it was all just Teen Titans Go.
Well, a few years before the just Teen Titans Go, it was all just Gumball.
Yeah, I used to watch this one YouTuber, and he was very big into cartoons and animation, and he actually had he actually showcased the TV schedules for like that week or the week before or after, I should say, and such. And I remember like 3 episodes he would mention, yeah, look at this. And I remember one TV schedule at one point was literally all Teen Titans Go except for 1 half-hour slot, which was, I think, Steven Universe.
And that's all they allow. And that's all they allow to Steven Universe, because you can't have, because the companies are like, we don't mind gay, but we don't want you being too gay.
Well, here's the thing that bothers me, is that they would just replay Teen Titans Go because it was their SpongeBob, like the equivalent of SpongeBob at Nickelodeon.
It is just SpongeBob. Like,
I know, but here's like the big difference is that SpongeBob
it's hit or miss. Teen Titans Go is miss, and sometimes they hit.
Yeah, well, no, here's the thing. SpongeBob actually has enough episodes to last a whole day without getting boring. Maybe even like half a week. You can watch the entirety of SpongeBob and not get sick of it because it has enough episodes to run that long. Teen Titans Go, at that point, only had 200 episodes. So you could probably run most of the day without getting bored. Whereas, but they would have it on play for like a week straight.
And people bitched about when Pokemon, not when Toon Disney and Jetix were mostly Power Rangers. I'm like that's Power Rangers is like 50 episodes per season.
But which Power Rangers? Which one?
It had like 6 fucking series. it had all the series up to that point.
Well, that actually has a bit more positive for it because it has different seasons and different series. So you have it's almost like having different series just with the Power Rangers label on it.
Yeah, basically there are 3 sets of 4. There were the Disney shows. Okay, they're separated into 2 separate casts. And how they would be marked on the guide on the TV guide was Power Rangers Generation. Power Rangers Generations was the pre-Disney buyout seasons, and then there are each one of the individuals Disney seasons had their own.
I think that the Disney seasons were Mystic Force, Dino Thunder, and Jungle Fury.
SPD, and
SPD?
yeah,
Okay.
SPD and Ninja Storm. And RPM was the last Disney season.
I've actually only watched Dino Thunder and most of Samurai, so I don't really I haven't really watched most maybe a couple episodes of Jungle Fury, but that's it.
I would get like my favorite season, and this was my first season I actually fully watched because I was too young to really like. I had a bunch of Power Ranger stuff growing up, but I never really sat down and watched them. I don't think I just had a bunch of the action figures.
Yeah.
My parents were like, "Ooh, it's a."
I think I actually think I got a little bit more into Power Rangers as I got older, because I can at least kind of appreciate it, but I think that's because nowadays because of my analytics into media, I like it because I love the martial arts, but because I like know culture and such, like I kind of look a little bit more into the martial arts as well as related to other TV series that use martial arts as a key part.
Yeah. My favorite season, like SPD was the first season I watched, but like as a kid, like as a little kid, like when Mighty Morphin was first going on, I was like a little teeny tiny tyke. I didn't fully understand what's going on. I didn't really watch. Okay, actually, technically, it wasn't the first Power Ranger thing I watched. Because the first Power Ranger thing I really watched was the Power Rangers, the feature movie, the original feature movie, the Mighty Morphin movie. Then I watched the Turbo movie. Then I watched SPD because I watched the Shadow Ranger episode as one of my first ones. Oh, hey, Grimer's ready. I am running out of Pokemon to purify. Which is a weird thing to be upset about, but like...
It's okay. The final boss will have like 8,000 of them for you to catch.
Well, I'm not even close to the final boss right now.
Yes, I've noticed.
Did I show you guys the art that got done for me? I forget if it did.
You did.
The lizard dude?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. It was fully complete with color?
No.
No.
It was an
Okay.
outline.
Okay, because I actually have the complete version.
But, back to Power. SPD was the first one that actually hooked me. Then I'm like, oh, I better watch. Also because the fact there was nothing really better to watch at when your little brother likes Power Rangers, and then you get super into Power Rangers because ADHD, brain, cool action, and
Hey, Grandma's touch mom.
Okay, main reason I got into Jetix was ironically because it was like the only upper channel that really had anime at the time.
Yeah.
It was like Fox Kids anime, but like, I got into Digimon through it as well. Just like
Yeah. That's where I know Digimon from.
I actually became a major Actually, oh god, I just realized the two main things I took away from from that channel block was mainly Fox Kid was like as an adult is Power Rangers, and I haven't even gotten into newer Power Rangers series because like it
They're fundamentally different, and they don't scratch the same itch that they did up until the more
RPM
recent one.
RPM yeah yeah, I don't know, it's just I don't the Disney era had I grew up with, and it just like
Nostalgia, brother.
It's-
all nostalgia.
yes. Like I know like my life wasn't the greatest back then, but by God, I wish I could go back to that time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
We all
like
wish we could go back in time when we were younger, Shadow.
Yep.
We could turn around and bring back proof of political events that would happen and terrorist attacks. Basically, become a prophet, take over the world via being having knowledge.
here's the thing that would only work once, and technically, you going back in time could theoretically affect time so much that
That's when you turn around and you put you buy.
Sports almanac.
That's why you do think, Shadow, that if they go bad, you win, and if they do well, you win. Put buy $1,000 in Bitcoin 10 years ago. If it changes the timeline and Bitcoin's no longer good, congratulations, you destroyed Bitcoin.
Actually, speaking of like time travel rules and stuff like that, I actually there's another character that most people don't usually think about when they think messing with time travel, and that's Booster Gold.
Booster Gold's whole thing is time travel. Like
I know, but most people don't think about him as the thing.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't know about him at all.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
main
kind of the point of
reason
this character.
I know about Booster Gold is because like he was he was prominent in like a few episodes of Batman, and
Yeah.
and basically one of those episodes basically said that no one will ever remember Booster Gold because the fact that if he's remembered, he will.
That means he didn't change anything. So he didn't do anything worthy of being remembered. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He will
Booster
all.
Gold's an interesting character.
Yeah.
He's a character who starts off with the worst of intentions, realizes that his intentions being bad put him in the position he's in, and so he could just give up and go back to his own time and leave things how they are, but decides to become an actual hero and do good in the world and isolate himself in time and be forgotten more or less in the future. And so he's just kind of like that perfect epitome of do it because you want to help people, not because it's a thing you do to get known.
Yeah. That's actually one thing that I love about his slogan, is that he's the greatest hero you've never heard of. And early on, like, that fits him in the sense of he's just no one knows his name, especially because he is from the future. But then once he actually becomes a real hero and then travels the time stream, his slogan still works for him because you will never know his name.
You'll know him as a joke. If you know him, he's a joke. It's because he's a joke hero. Like he is the common in the
Hey.
in the superhero booster pack. In the superhero pack,
Well, no, he's the common bomb in the hero deck. But you draft him anyway because he's a 26 card. And he keeps winning you games, but he's a common, so you never think about him at all.
What,
No,
no. What I'm saying is like he will like the reason you know about him like in a actual like because like trading like in trading.
I'm saying that he's forgotten because he's so common in what he tries to do that he ends up being massively overlooked because people just kind of expect him to be there.
I'm just imagining a person with a pile of booster.
I even like how his name is because of an accident.
I also love the fact that if you stop and think about it, with his name, it actually works the trading card theme we're talking about here.
Yeah, it does.
Oh god, the Batman deck. The Batman deck is just like 59 schemes of one copy of Batman. And he just summons himself from the deck and
It's different Batman. It's Batman in all of his. Okay, we don't need the spot
no,
monitor.
each item, each card in his deck is an item on his belt.
It's like okay, if we're going by like are we doing is it a 4 copies per deck or 3 copies per deck?
Well, it doesn't matter for Batman because each Batman would be a different named, and they would have a ninjutsu-like effect from Magic the Gathering, where you can pay resources and reveal one from your hand and swap them with the Batman in play. So he can swap suits on the fly by just you having it in your hand. And his deck would be all about tutoring things because Batman with preparation time is is scary.
Well, he can't even fight Mirror B right now because don't have the Snagem.
Oh no, Shadow had a snag machine stolen?
Yeah. Last episode. If I can mention it.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I heard you.
I
I was just noting it.
Okay, I didn't know.
I love that the overworld map is just giant floating symbols. That's fucking hilarious. So how do you get your snagging machine back?
I am first. I'm first getting revives because like Shadows.
You're out.
There's the shop.
You see,
And maybe some healing, and maybe some potions and such.
your character just shows up like, I want my snagging machine back. You'll have to take it. I plan to. Is that a shotgun? I don't know. You tell me.
No. It's a shotgun. It's one of those sandbag shotguns. So it just.
A riot shotgun, yeah. No. Better. It shoots Pokeballs.
Ow.
I actually did this bit during my Twilight Princess stream not even a couple hours ago. But it's that scene from Treasure Planet where Captain Amelia and Dr. Doppler are captured by pirates and they're just held hostage at the moment. And apparently, whoever tied their ropes is gone terrible at it because he gets free really fast. And then he just pretends like, oh yeah, excuse me, brutish pirate, or I have a question for you. Is it that your body is too big for your teeny tiny head, or is it that your head is too teeny tiny for your big fat body? And then just as the pirate threatens him, he's like, oh, but I have one more question.
Pulls out the pirate.
Pulls out the plasma pistol. Is this yours?
He pulls out the pirate plasma pistol as the Great.
So he stole it from them while he was talking to them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it was probably just, like, either it was sitting near him, and he picked it up without him noticing, or he still had it and they were too stupid to take it from him.
No. They took the pirate. He grabbed it from his belt, if I remember correctly. Look at.
Okay,
No.
so it was never shown on screen. It was just, like, he just had his hands behind his back for the moment, and then all of a sudden he had it.
He just.
So-
Just.
So it's more implied that he stole it from the pirate.
Yeah.
What's the name of this scene?
It's from
I
Treasure
don't
Planet.
even know the name of the scene. I just know it's from Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet. Dr. Dob. Not Dr. Dob. Dr. What's his name?
Yeah, Dr. Doppler.
It is Dr. Doppler?
Yeah.
Dr. Doppler. I just love that they made him kind of made him a little bit badass, like with that mo.
Like, he is definitely like one of the comic relief characters, but he does have his moments of awesome.
Yeah. Did I overhear you two talking about me? Oh, well, isn't that super aggravating little boy who served up me a bit of memory?
I found it.
You found it? Okay. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments. That's one of my favorite comedic moments. In the movie.
Actually, I think it might. I remember having the widescreen to that. I think the widescreen might actually show more. Oh,
The scene is this yours?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is this yours?
For a little exercise at my meal, I'll wipe you out with my elegant steps. Let the music start.
Oh yeah, I put my I put the full version of my character up.
Pokemon return. Use that psychic on that Lombre.
And you are at a very bad disadvantage with Larvitar out there.
Oh, Larvitar is out here because I don't have. Oh, hey, Bub. I forget. Grass is weak to poison. What? How do I forget? Because I never have a poison type attacker in my team. Like, I never have a Pokemon that knows poison type moves. Why? It's poison. Like,
I mean, honestly, poison is not very useful in most situations. It's mostly just known for poisoning, and that's it. Like, it's not as good as some in
Liquid Ooze!
or physical defense.
we got you some Liquid Ooze!
Yeah, Liquid Ooze. That was a really good call.
Sludge.
You're like such a useless weakling with abnormally thin wrists.
I'm gonna be honest, I had a crush on the captain growing up.
Yeah, that's fair. I know a lot of people who probably would.
Oh, that actually helped a lot. God. Put that back
Ah!
in the right spot.
Okay, you know what, Bub? You stay on just for anti-Mirror duty.
Shadow, you're not supposed to let your Swallow eat the opponent. No, Swallow, you have to drop Swallow.
Lumbre.
That's fucked up. Yeah. I tried to get him to spit up, but, you know...
I don't know that
Lumbre.
move. I don't even have stockpile. Oh, hey, it's nose pads.
It's snow.
I'm gonna be
Oh
I'm gonna
my-
be careful not to pick it.
Oh God, Shadow, you just came up. You just brought to my mind the best regional variant of a nose pass, Snow's Pass, where it's a snowman.
You know
They have
that
a carrot nose. They could be an ice grass type, and be
Snow's
4
Pass.
times weak to fire, and no one will ever use them unless their stat line is crazy. But they have flash fire.
look. The only ice grass type people use, I think, is Obama Snow, and that's because it sets up ice. It sets up hail,
Yeah.
and it's a heavy attacker.
Let's see. Evolution. What would they name Probopass to? What are they thinking of?
They could just make it a different evolution.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. Although in a
now-
very weird way.
Well, now I'm thinking about Kirby right back at you because I saw Nose Pass first, but after a while I was watching Kirby and they actually had a monster by the name of Hunger Stomper, and it's basically Nose Pass with a the hat that Sherlock Holmes wears.
I need to watch the Japanese version of that series, like Kirby of the Stars, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Kirby is one of my favorite game series. Like, I used to think
Oh my god.
Oh no, Frozen Pass! And then it's
Frozen.
an ice psychic type. Oh no, why do these things keep popping in my head? Is there even an ice and psychic type other than Darmantian?
I think there might be. Jinx.
So I was looking at Nose Pass when it was using Shadow Wave. It comes out of its nose. It literally sneezes shadows at you.
Oh no, it's just Jinx and Galarian Mine.
Jinx needs an evolution.
Ah, it's just a second ice. Ice Rider Calyrex.
Calyrex, right. The legendary from Sword and Shield.
Yep, that everyone chooses to have as a ghost type.
I mean, Ice Horses looks great, but looks fine. But Ghost Horse.
This is where I'd put my extremely expensive thing if I had one.
But now what happens to that Nose Pass? I forget.
If it was a shadow one, it just goes back into the rotation of Mirror Beat.
Yeah.
Timer Ball.
I will be right back.
Warhammer Skulls Festival of Video Games. Oh, okay. They remastered the first Warhammer 40k Space Marine. That's cool.
Oh,
Huh. Gladius, Relics of War. Warhammer 40k 4X strategy game, free. Multiplayer only.
Okay, I gotta get a thing to purify the Togepi, and it's Willy. It's Chili Willy.
Made the terrible horse games slow and creative. What game? Oh, Onimusha 2 is on Steam? What?
Onimusha.
Fuck, these come out yesterday? What? What?
Dragon dance, dance of the dragon. I shall dance, dance into the fire. A fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. Oh,
Dance to the music. Dance to the music. Dance to the music.
Reflect.
Oh, they're doing it because there's a new Onimusha game coming to Steam. That makes sense.
Oh no, Rin, 1 HP. Ah. There went my
1 HP in a dream. 1 HP in a dream.
Oh crap! I dropped one of my things with one of my 2 connects. Okay, I believe that you live, Larvitar. Yes. Outrage.
Pornography games.
Yeah.
Demonous pornography games.
Headbutt. Oh no. Well, Rin had a good.
Bryn Penrose has returned to the moon.
She got her moon sickness. She still has her moon poisoning.
When is the next team still? Okay, so the Steam Summer Sale is in a month. Okay. Next Fest.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Automation Fest, Racing Fest.
Water Pulse.
No! Stop it! I'm trying to level up the thing Larvitar! Ugh.
Well, that's a very shadow-coded thing, but not for an inappropriate reason for once. Frieren and Pekora costume swap.
Let's see.
That's
There you
a
go.
very you-coded shadow.
Frieren the mage.
Pekora? No, Pekora. Pekora. The Pekora the mage, and Frieren the war criminal.
I mean,
Which funny story?
it's the
Doesn't change a
same.
whole lot of either of their characters.
Did you talk to the mayor in Fennec?
Why?
Because if you talk to the mayor, they'll give you the EXP share.
Yay. Okay, where the heck? Okay, I just saw the connect connects piece. I heard the connects piece fall down this way.
Yeah, I see it right here. Fennec City from Mayor Trest after rescuing the city.
So you're saying I could have had
We
this?
definitely did that.
I did not.
Oops.
I did not talk to him. Oops. Well,
Shadow, it's an RPG. You should always be talking to everyone.
I forget. I am not very.
I know you have ADHD brain.
All right, let's take out this Linoon and then go and get it.
No, yeah, but also let's find where the heck this.
Windows. How do okay, I need to change the snap behavior. This is bothering me. Well, that would help a little bit. Amps.
Into the fire. A fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire. A broken dream.
That windows automatically
Right
resize
away.
and rings in the layouts. Off. Thank you. That's starting to annoy the shit out of me. There are times when I want to do it, but like it's asking you to snap something every time you spin it around a degree. Like, oh no, I want to put something up at the top of my. Oh, it's taking over half my screen now. Yay.
Rin
So you gonna
Penrose.
check into your cheese wedges, Shadow?
My cheese wedges haven't activated, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I got an email, but there's the piece. There's the piece. Oh shiz. Stomach. Be right back.
Okay.
So how have you been, Mr. Bonrai?
I've been all right. I did get some good news from my boss, so I'm happy with that.
That's a mood. I'm really enjoying my job. I should be studying right now, though. I guess it's okay. I'm gonna take a day off next week. Gotta study for a test. Ow. So
Yeah,
I
I got-
can turn around and try to get certs. What's up?
So yeah, I got the good news. I got good news from my boss, and then I got my schedule, and I work the entire weekend, including Monday.
That's a good thing or a bad thing?
Little bit of both, because yay, more money.
But boo, no time. If you don't mind me asking, where do you work?
I work for an office supply store.
You supply offices. That's good. Is
Yep.
it like a small office that you can carry around, or a large office that you need a crane to move?
More crane to move.
He antied my joke.
No, I get it. That's why I
No,
was.
that's what I'm saying. Is you antied my joke. God
Okay.
damn it. Is your
yeah.
is your mascot for your company Clippy?
I have no idea.
As long as it's not WB Mason and you're not a driver, I'm okay. Those fuckers could screw up a soup sandwich. They drove too close to the place that I work at, and they took out the internet wires. It's the third time that happened. And they're blaming us for the wires being down. Like, we can't get the fucking guys to show up to fix them. What are you talking about? It's our fault. Unfortunately, it's been a bad week for me.
Sad face.
It happens. We lost out on a day because most of our work is outdoors.
So with it raining like a bastard on Thursday, no one went for anything, which is too bad because there's a lot of work we do that's indoors. But and then the day before, I only got 4 hours because the client turned around and was like, "Yeah, it's just 2 hours of training, and you're an hour of training, and you're gonna witness." And it's like, oh, thank you.
Please tell me you got paid for that.
I got paid for 4 hours. Yeah, watching
Yay.
someone else talk about how to run a chemical feeder for a boiler. Like, okay. I didn't do anything. Just help the guy figure out how to update the damn thing. And that took an extra 30 minutes more than it should have. Can't blame him for it, though. Those things are designed to be stupid.
I also made beef stew, and brought it for a company party, and I immediately was like, they're gonna wonder why I brought beef stew of all things, because it's getting close to summer, and beef stew is more of a winter food. I'm just like,
Wow.
well,
I mean,
it's one of the few things I know how to make.
It's always good to do something, though. Better than me. My company had a meetup, and I really shouldn't have gone. I'm not good at eating things. I'm the pickiest eater you'll probably meet outside of obsessive compulsive disorder people.
I'm actually the opposite, and and that's one of the jokes that I tell all the time, because I kind of blame my mom for that. She wanted to make sure I was not a very picky eater. Unfortunately, it backfired on her horribly, because it left her with the whole work of picking what to eat for dinner and then cooking said dinner.
Like, I'm a very you just imagine you. I'm a very picky eater. I'll pick some of this and I'll pick some of that and I'll pick. That's my brother more than me. But the problem is my family all has problems with something, so it's hard getting us to agree on anything to eat. It's a problem when you have disorders passed down genetically. My brother has hearing disorders. My sister probably has a lot of the same things as me. Taste disorders, texture disorders. I swear she's obsessive compulsive. She just doesn't realize it. She's definitely bipolar, though. So it just kind of ends up being this or that.
Mine is just more taste. Like, we all have our own different tastes. Back when I was a kid, like, because my family was very much American, so they would like to have just like hamburgers, ribs, maybe sometimes something from across the way. Like my mom was the cook of the house, and she'd actually make a bunch of stuff. Like, my favorites were her salmon and her tacos. But and like, I would eat those up, but she'd also like Italian food and Mediterranean food, and that stuff actually does not sit with me very well. Whereas I'm very much more into Asian food, so Chinese, Thai, Japanese food, and she's just like, I'm not one for like the style, or like, I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. I'm not big on fish, but I have my selections. So when we actually would pick, it would be something that we just can't agree on anyway.
You know, it's funny you say that, because a lot of Mediterranean food and a lot of Asian food has a ton of overlap. However, the difference is that the pasta is made from different grains, and I guess the Italians use a ton of cheese. I guess that's more different than I would think. Huh.
Yeah, because like Italians
use red sauce, while China uses white sauce, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe a little bit more. Hey, Shadow's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, mate.
There's no guarantee that means he's back.
Well, I mean, hey, he's the only, like, outside of his attention at the moment. I mean, he's here playing
For now. eyes squint, stares at Shadow intently.
So we have a couple of stops. First off, Gaetion Port. After purifying Lunatone.
We're on the path to get to Reinfall.
What do I need from Gideon Port?
Amulet coin.
Oh, right.
More cash is always a good thing.
You know, that is...
Hey, it helps with healing.
It really does embody the Super Soaker theory of Pokemon.
You mean using all your potions on the final boss until they're
literally killing themselves? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Imagine
look. My whole strategy for Cynthia on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which next to the next game's final boss is one of the hardest final bosses I've had to deal with a long time.
Until Legends Arceus.
Yes.
I still have to play that.
The final boss.
The final boss of that game is one of the worst because he's 8 Pokemon at his disposal.
And the battle style of that game is not really like it's fun, but it's like
I can't wait until they actually let us play as the Pokemon we throw out. Can you just imagine just like flying in a circle as a fucking Pidgey and killing an Arceus with it?
Oh hey, spot monitor.
Do a fear strategy, Rattata. Focus Sash, Endure. What's the A again? I forget whatever it is. But it's like being a fear Rattata. Get hit once, endure, and just quick attack. Oh no, it's the name of a move that swaps it makes you 6 your points.
We now have. That's your turn. We now have the Bonsly.
Did he join your team?
No, he can't. Not permanently, anyway. He can join us in my favorite activity and yours, Battle Bingo!
Hey Shadow, I got a dumb question.
Yes.
Is there a way to emulate the Pokewalker from Soul Silver and Heart Gold?
That's not me. That's not a me question to ask.
It's the boys' question, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, I'll go look it up first. Oh boy. Oh boy. I shouldn't be leaning like this.
Okay, now we have 3 places to go, and then technically the closest place now is technically, I want there to be a future Orc game, but it's a few years later, and it's actually filled with wild Pokemon. Like, it actually has a lot more wild Pokemon.
Yeah.
But also, there's also still Shadow Pokemon. I hate to do that to Shadow, to the Pokemon that become Shadow Pokemon. If I was a director of if I could guest direct in a Game Freak Pokemon game, well, like that would ever happen, I would have a Elite Four filled with redeemed members of villainous gangs, or semi-redeemed, or like or quote-unquote villainous games that weren't really just villainous gangs. Like,
You know, it would be really fun if you go with that idea, and then the champion is the ex Team Rocket member from Black and White and Black and White 2.
no, I was doing boss. I was thinking bosses because each one was gonna have their boss, a remix version of their boss theme. Except for the like. Okay, it was gonna be my idea was basically the whole idea for the story was basically to eventually, like, it was going to be like a anniversary game, so it'd relate to Team Rocket again eventually, but like Team Rocket, like, basically the champion is basically an old childhood friend of Giovanni who went against him, who's been trying to catch him after he formed Team Rocket. Like,
I mean, it makes sense because Giovanni used to be a gym leader.
and he used to be just a regular trainer. Like, he used to be just like,
Well, I mean, everyone was a trainer before they were a member of Team Rocket.
like, I know the anime, like the anime canon. Technically, he inherited Team Rocket from his mother, who just looks like an older, just like a female older Geo. Like, have you guys
To
seen?
Gaetion Port. Sorry, you gotta
I was
interrupt.
gonna do Fennec first.
Okay, Fennec first
She
one.
does not
'Cause then-
look. She does not look like a female Giovanni Shadow. Although her eyes are darkened out, she kind of looks like Agatha. To be honest with you.
I mean, fair. Agatha looks like a like Giovanni, but I mean that's the whole thing with the old thing.
She hates Pokemon, and that's why she has none. She only cares about the money she gets for selling Pokemon. The only Pokemon she truly wants are Mew and Mewtwo. She thinks that with their power, she can rule the Pokemon world. What is she from?
A side
Birth
thing.
of Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, when you said that, she's just an older female version of Giovanni, my first thought was actually the scene from Danny Phantom when, from the Teacher Knows Best, where to kind of motivate Danny a bit, he showed, Mr. Lancer shows him a picture of supposedly his sister, and he talks about her, and then at the end, when Danny runs off after acing his test, he goes, the old I don't get to see my sister bit gets him every time. Why don't they ever realize that's just me in a dress?
I mean, his younger sister, quote unquote, literally is him in a dress.
Wait, do you know who Giovanni's mother's number 2 was? Jesse's
Jesse.
mother,
Yeah.
whose name is Miyamoto.
So, fun fact, the main reason Giovanni keeps Jesse, it's heavily suggested, is because his, Giovanni's, because,
Oh, they're named after Miyamoto Musashi, because Jesse's Japanese name is Musashi.
yeah.
Alright, where next?
Now to get you informed.
Where are we dropping?
Lavish Lair. I don't know. It's. I mean, I just recently played Fortnite just yesterday, but you think I pay attention to the things? I'm like, oh, to the names. Like, I'm literally there because it's Star Wars right now, and newsflash, Star Wars has been... For a while, it would hurt to read new Star Wars stuff because, like, I knew old canon was dead. I was very much a grumpy shadow.
Yeah, so to find the amulet coin, you have to go visit Emily, I think,
Yeah.
and then talk to her mom. And then just say yes to everything. There you go.
Alright, and now we give the amulet. Give the amulet coin to Goombella. In Pokemon Origins, which goes more off of game canon, I'd say. By the way, love Pokemon Origins. That was like I really liked the
Lower.
Hi Air.
Hi, error.
Hey.
We have one Pokemon with a it turns out like half our team has bad natures and the other half has decent natures. And we decided to keep
good ones.
the issue is the other Pokemon that would replace the one that's really bugging me has even more worse nature for it because I think the Xatu line is meant to be a defensive Pokemon, or at least
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever used anything in the Xatu line.
it's a fun line.
I've used Xatu a bit. It's alright. I mean, it's a solid enough psychic type to get what you need done.
Relgram. So, we got another thing we can grind at if we want to.
Yep.
Oh, fun.
Oh, hey, it's the place that we could only go to in a cutscene, I think, in the previous game. Actually, could you even go here? Was it a post game?
I mean, you sure saw the headquarters in the opening cutscene.
Yeah.
If I remember right, didn't you see it exploding?
Yes. Oh, this is not as perfect as I thought it'd be.
You have a psychic type against a poison type.
I also have a thing, and ooh, headbutt. Goombella, do the Goomba special. Oh.
And I also think Mach Punch does average damage because it's a dark type.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it would be neutral.
it would be neutral. But that's fun. Golbat. Oh hey.
You can make Golbat look like it was on top of its ass. Like, genuine question, why is Golbat drunk?
Rock Slide. Oh, that's good. Should I? Is it gonna have the sandstorm naturally when it evolves.
Yes, it does.
I know I should still have it now, but like honestly, I'm not running that many Pokemon. Actually, I think it's the only Pokemon that. Ooh, Absol. Hey, Gale, it's one of your
Abilities
favorites.
aren't a thing until 5, right?
Well, no, abilities exist in 3. They just...
No, I said hidden abilities.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hidden
yeah,
abilities.
hidden abilities.
They exist in
aren't
3,
till
but they're
5.
very difficult to get.
There's second abilities. No, there's second abilities, not hidden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
hidden-
there's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, hidden abilities didn't exist until 5.
And most Pokemon didn't have a second ability until Gen 4.
Yeah, because Tyranitar has a hidden ability, but other than that, it's just a...
Yeah.
How? Okay, you know what? Heat Calm and Mach Punch. I know it. I know
Yeah.
it's doing nothing, but it's a quick attack.
Yeah, Shockwave and Mach Punch. That's really all you need.
I was just gonna. I just used Calm Mind.
More money.
Oh hey, healing device. And I didn't get assaulted by a person on the ceiling. You know, it sucks for what level does Eggman finally get his mustache?
I'm looking.
Is it 36? And then 40 something for its.
I know it's 45 for fully evolved. 32.
32.
40. Yeah, it's 32 for mustache. 44 for giant teeth and mustache.
Oh hey, Ultra Balls. Too bad I can't really use them at this current time.
Too bad this game doesn't have the glitch that lets you reuse Pokeballs of whatever the hell type you want.
Yeah. Wow, it's Max
Forever potion.
Jetto. Also, one of the Team Snagem members is named Biden.
Jeddo. Yep. Puffing and Oddish.
Psychic the Oddish and Headbutt the Coughing. Flinch. Flinch. You're flinched. You're flinched. Honestly, I love the Oddish line. Both. Both eventualities. I honestly, like, I know that, that Valpoon is technically better, but, I know Valpoon is better, but, I honestly have a preference for its, alternate form of, Bellawesome.
Whenever I see coughing and spewing out smoke, I just think of it as a giant ball of fart.
I mean, I guess... yeah, I can see it.
Oh, it hung on with 1 HP.
It's always so frustrating when it's like, damn it, I can barely even see the health bar and you're still here.
Just Mach Punch it.
Yeah, I already thinking that. Water gun. Yeah. Main reason I have Rin out is because, well, everyone's using poison types. And she needs the freaking. I mean.
Honestly, I would like to see Quillfish's hidden ability would have been Iron Barbs.
It's up to the boss. The boss. Rick Roll. Actually, I don't know. I really shouldn't be saying a rapper's name randomly because I don't know if which rappers have been just kind of like, oh hey. I mean, it is a rapper's. TM29. That is Pete. No, items, Shadow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, that's psychic. Well, can any of you, other of you learn psychic? Nope.
Nobody.
Oh, hey, it's Biden.
What?
It's Biden.
Oh, shit.
It's Biden. Former president of the
I'm
United
like,
States.
what the fuck are you talking about? It literally is Biden.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
It could not have been more literal than that.
I was
know.
being literal!
Yeah. This is, and when we saw him for the first time, I'm like, yeah, and now that's more fitting than ever.
It's... Oh no! Bite! Oh, crap. Oh. And, of course, the AI is stupid. Oddish. I'm just a bit... Is your fetish odd? It's a bit odd-ish. And it's just dressed up as... A few years ago, I just looked up oddish memes on the internet.
I love when Crobat attacks, it just essentially does an air cartwheel.
Go
There's
back.
some great
Okay.
animation in these games.
I am getting rid of the Crobat first. I hope my physical attack
Fair.
like
Fair. That thing is fast, so...
Okay.
Also, it looks ugly.
I think it's one of the few models I feel like work better in the newer gens.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it does not look good in Gen 3 Coliseum and XP. It looks way better, like, after Gen 4.
I don't think it's Gen 4. It's the same. It's Gen 4 battle simulator game is.
Yeah, Battle Revolution.
My punch.
I would have just gone for headbutt. It is holding on. Okay, well now it's dead.
No, I would not have because oh hey.
Yay, now he's actually leveling up.
Oh hey, actually has a team comp other than poison. Oh.
Rock slide.
I don't know who's gonna be more useless in this, but Flare Leon.
I mean, Flare Leon would be able to take out Blossom.
And
Weirdly enough, maybe Larvitar.
Not yet. Not until... I think Goombella can handle the torque. Never mind. Magical Leaf. It's done. And both of them are not very effective. Fires me.
Raised its firepower. Now time to shoot flames.
Flammenwerfer!
Time to rotisserie this chicken.
Rotisserie chicken. Man, I need to get it. Like, I'm not good at doing an actual rotisserie chicken, but like getting one from like a Sam's Club or Costco is like really good. Then you can make a good like. I like he's not mad that he lost. He's just like he's not that mad that he's lost. He's just upset that he couldn't remember. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's just
Welcome
Biden.
to the stream.
Hello. Yes, we're chilling in Discord. No, we're all in a room together. That's in 4 different states. 4 different states?
Yep, we own an office in the 4 corners.
The 4. Look, we own.
The 4 corners of. I know at least 3 of the states are non-touching Midwest states. So.
And the 4th one is New York. The tri-state area. The state of...
Is New York considered Midwest or not?
No, New York is East Coast.
I guess. Well, yeah, I guess.
He's just like...
I don't know why it was in my head.
I don't know where... Hey, walking.
He's walking on the wild side.
Shut your yap. Bring me something.
It's too honkin' small.
You're that kid. You must... Goombala. Look at Gloom.
Double gloom.
Goombella is not going to be the most useful right now. So, psychic the 1 gloom.
And then Flare Leone.
Yeah. The only Pokemon I could really understand having like a whole team of is Eevees, and that's just because they evolve into different Pokemon.
Yeah.
Penny is literally me. Penny is literally me if I was in the Pokemon world. Oh.
Larvitar's 25.
Okay, Shockwave and Flammenwerfer that.
Time to flambe that flower.
Roast radishes.
Welcome, Fitz.
Fortress. Oh, hey! Leone became confused. Shockwave the Mantine, Flamen Warford the Fortress. Okay, you're... Flare, and we have a very high attack. Please stop Supersonic!
I need to use some Mankind. I don't know which gen would be the best gen to use Mantine. Probably Gen 2 or Gen... Actually, I don't think you get it.
I don't know how many games you get at a reasonable point in the plot.
Very few. Okay, so I think that's this one.
Mantine. Bubble
So
Beam.
Mantike instead.
It's taken out.
Diamond Pearl 223, Harkle 3, Transfer Soul Silver, Undella
Does
Bay.
not sound like an early game
Undella Bay is the 25 to 55 range in black and white in every season except for winter.
Okay, Pokemon 220, Route 223 connects to the Pokemon League.
Yep.
So, that's
So
not
no.
a good candidate for the playthrough.
X and Y, Route 12, probably
Halfway through the game.
and it's a surf.
Definitely halfway through the game. That might just be an egg Pokemon that I just get.
And it goes between Yellow City, Azure Bay, and Wolverine City.
Melee Melee C is early on, 15 to 18, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
We have a whole playthrough we argue about whether the story is better or not in the original.
We always just argue. If we actually do a playthrough of the game, can we not just like, can we ban that subject? Like, as much as we can. Like, as much as we can. Like,
Probably not the worst idea.
I don't want this. Oh, hey, it's raining. Bub?
Yeah, he's only an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Sword and Shield, he's on Route 9.
Well, here's the thing. With Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, technically playing both games is kind of... I feel like I need to play both games, I feel. Like, not... Oh, Sun... I meant both the Sun and Moon and Ultra. One of Sun and Moon, one of Ultra. One of the Sun Moon, one of the Ultra.
You can get Mantike in pretty early in Life is Arceus, Ginkgo ending.
Ginkgo Landing...
Decently early, not super.
Ginkgo Landing is the... Where is that?
It's Area 3, I think.
Okay, here's the thing. Legends Arceus is probably the only one I could probably get away with it because you switch up your Pokemon enough anyway in that game to thing. And more, the issue with that game is more like using. gone, Zap. Please tell me my Pokemon are healed. That's a big thing, no. We are we're healing. Moo Moo Milk. Bub. Bub. Actually, Bub is actually quite useful. Right? Oh, wait. Is Nuzleaf a dark yet?
He is a dark type.
Okay. Goombella shall deal with the Nuzleaf.
And at least they use Fake Out now, so...
Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, well, it had to use Fake Out now, otherwise it wouldn't be able to use it.
Yeah. Mach Punch!
Mach Punch!
And...
Get down at the word go! No, not really, but...
Hydro Pump could move in darkness. It's not
Vileplume!
Vileplume might be a little bit harder to deal with. You know what? We're going to...
Wow, what the hell is... It actually is a good move pool. Headbutt takedown, agility, air slash and bounce, aqua ring, hydro pump, water pulse.
It does get good moves during and after Gen 4 when it gets man-type.
What
Teach it
Pokemon is
Earthquake.
out? Okay, it's
Man
Bug.
type.
No.
Oh,
I'm
you're
looking at...
your game.
Yeah, I'm asking what's currently out.
Vileplume and Electro. So, yeah, it'd be good to have Flareon back to deal with Vileplume. Good thing is, outside of Sonic Boom and maybe a poison move from Vileplume, if it has one, you're pretty much fine.
Oh, Spark. Hey, Gull, he sparked a war. Oh! You sure?
That's not good.
I didn't know it had Hyper Beam.
You're just like, we're good. Fucking obliterates my...
At least it can't do anything this next turn.
You know what? We're toxing...
Bloom uses Hyper Beam. Oh no, the Gen 1 glitch is so weird.
Oh. Fun fact, Pokemon Stadium doesn't have that glitch.
Which glitch are we talking about?
The Hyper Beam glitch. The one where if you use Hyper Beam in kills, you can attack again and again.
Oh, yeah.
Dragonite uses Hyper Beam. Your Pokemon has fainted. Dragonite uses Hyper Beam. Your Pokemon has fainted.
This would have been really good to have Goombella right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're telling me?
Except use a revive. Strip a revive.
I have one more revive. I'm using it only as a last resort. Like,
By the way, I don't know if you heard this error, but we gave Goombella a headbutt.
I think
I wanted to give it a future sight as well.
And it has
or-
facade too.
Well, that was also hyper beam.
Laser.
Uh,
firing my laser.
You know, the funny thing is, I think Eggman actually might be the go-to thing right now.
Hopefully.
Water.
As long
Wait. I don't. What's Crash's ability? Does it have water absorb?
Water absorb. No, I don't know it. Shouldn't have that ability. Because I was checking for my own. Let me see. Looks like only Oblivious.
Critical hit. All right. The poisoned electrode, which is actually doing so much damage. Larvitar is actually becoming useful. And then the Scar field. Wish Cash must recharge. Oh, okay, that didn't do that much.
Laser.
Water pulse then, and shockwave discovery. Ah! Stop hyper beaming! Bob!
Oh God.
And it had a crit too.
Rock Tomb. Oh. Wow.
How close? How many does it have left?
Just these two.
So, yes,
Stand a chance.
I stand a chance, but depending on how much this. Okay, that crit matter. Oh! I believe.
Crit and confusion.
Dragon.
And
It'll do neutral.
well,
Yes!
what about Rock Slide?
Yeah.
Slide. I think Rock Slide will do more damage because it's
That's
the
what I
same
said.
type
Neutral. I picked
Okay.
rock. I did pick Rock Slide.
attack. Okay. Crit.
Okay. Not that much damage. Water Pulse and Dragon Dance, I guess. If this hyper beam kills Eggman, okay, we're good.
He is the Eggman.
Hi, confused. You know what? We're gonna take Larvitar's turn and use a revive. I know it'll probably not be the best thing to do, but actually no. Next turn we're gonna use it to revive. We're going to try to do a rock slide.
+1 Rock Slide.
Oh, yes. Okay, hit yourself, and confuse. Yes!
Yay. Water Pulse. Level 28. $6,400. Now there's some cash for you. Let's go, cash money.
Him and us are both at the same. Again, like Wes's looks good on him, but I feel like this one
I love
feels
the
better.
shots of your character just staring at the snag machine with a blank expression on their face.
At least it's not as blank expression as the Gen 7 protagonist. Horrors beyond my recognition.
Yeah.
You know what I really like when I'm watching TV and there's technology, and one of the big themes is technology. When the technology has the ability to upgrade itself, or at least, like, if you push a button or something like that, it can upgrade itself. Like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series, in Baxter Stockman's debut episode, that was literally one of the inventions that Donnie made, was essentially an iPod that upgrades itself because it has a military-grade chip in it that does that. And when it was just a music player, all it did was just download songs. But then when Stockman hooked it up to his rather crude tech setup for his revenge, it became the ultimate machine, to the point that he ended up using it multiple times in different ways throughout the series.
I can't take Baxter Stockman seriously because, like, in the 2003 series, he just kept on failing and then losing a piece of himself.
I mean, he's a villain. They can't win.
Yeah, but, like, the 2003 series just...
It was bad.
I mean, yeah, he did fail a lot, but he was actually rather threatening in that series because he had good ideas and was really skilled at what he does.
It's just the fact that the Turtles were better, and also everyone.
You're good, but I'm better.
No, yeah, that's like poor Stockman just kind of just gets like at the end of the first season, he's just a brain in a jar, I think.
Yeah.
Like
I do like how he just kind of adapted to it over time. Like his different mech suits and stuff to kind of fit around the fact that he's just a brain in a jar. When he was a brain in a tube with a hologram for a head, it was like meh. But when it hit Back to the Sewers season 7, he really had a cool suit of armor. Because he built it for himself, but he made himself bigger and bulkier like Hun, so that way he could mash him. And then it turns out that that his head is actually the full casing for his brain, and it raises and lowers like Iron Man's mask.
And he built it?
Yeah, he built it.
No. He built it in a cave with scraps.
Yeah.
he built it in a cave with scraps.
Scraps.
Our references, 20% memes by volume.
And Cabello, so double
And
money.
then like I haven't watched the whole series because like that's about the time I started falling off with the Fox. I didn't really watch Fox Kids that much. I think I watched the Cartoon Network airing of the Fox Kids stuff because I think like Cartoon Network got most of the Fox Kid stuff. Like, what's the Fox Kid? I forget. Like, what was the whole?
Fox Box.
Was it the Fox Box?
I mean, it was Fox Box. It was CW for kids.
Okay, it
Fox
was on
Box-
CW. It was on
I
CW.
remember
It's just different names for the same block.
somehow my cousins and I got a hold of like a CD that was just like the theme songs for the different Fox shows,
I actually think I've seen a
and that
video.
was like
I've seen
all
a
I knew about basically every one of those shows.
Palapa! Hey, Gale, it's your final evolution.
Blah.
Gale gets upset when I bring up the fact that he's a seagull.
I will devour your soul.
See what I mean? He's like a sea gull.
Hi, Red.
I read.
Hi, Red.
Hi, Red.
Hi, Green.
Hi, Blue.
Hi, Violet.
Blue.
Oh, wait. Wait, no, I don't want to calm mine. I want the psychic. And I also want the headbutt. You're gonna flinch. You're gonna flinch. You're gonna flinch. Oh, never mind, you're just dead.
Permanent flinching.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, the Machop line is very slow, so yeah, it was gonna go down.
I honestly don't know the stats for most of the Pokemon.
I've only been picking it up over the course of a while, so yeah, I know that the Machop line is really slow, and Primeape is the Mankey line is really the only fast fighting type that exists, namely in Gen 1 up to this point.
It isn't like the Lucario line pretty speedy.
I mean, it doesn't exist yet.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't exist at
As
this
this
point.
game?
But
Yes, Lucario is relatively fast.
Yeah.
I know this because I ran a Lucario on a tournament team. That's whole point was to sweep on a bunch of my friends were doing a Pokemon what do you call it when you pick a bunch of Pokemon and you use it for...
Randomizer?
No, it was a tournament. It was draft. We're doing a draft, Pokemon draft thing. I picked a bunch of random stupid shit. One of them was Wobbuffet. I mean, it wasn't at a point where Wobbuffet was kind of a thing. It was Gen 6, I think. But I picked Wobbuffet, a non... Shockwave, Psychic the Atom, and then Mach Punch Kecleon. And if the Kecleon survives, that's why we have... No, we don't need two moves that basically do the same thing.
Oh, Larvitar's caught up in levels.
Yep. I sang about Pokemon? Oh yeah,
I mean,
that team. I
the
meant
draft.
the draft team. Yeah. Actually, Shockwave the Volbeat, and then Mach Punch the Apom. The draft, I don't remember much from it, but I remember the, oh! I think it was before, the Smogon band, oh! Well, Rin Penrose has died from her moon poisoning. It is sad. Let us all mourn the loss of Ren Penrose. But,
Blair Leone!
It was something with Speed Boost Baton Pass. A Speed Boost Baton Pass, close combat or... No. Extreme Speed, Speed Baton Pass, protect, what's the bug? What's the bug? The bug with the bug. It bugs. It's buggy. The bug that goes fast. Really fast bug.
Ninjask?
Ninjask, thank you. 700, 1,000 Pokemon in my head. I can't remember them all. Yeah, here's the thing. I gotta use a Ninjask, but if I use a Ninjask, I feel like I have to use the other one as well. I feel obligated to use, Ninja. Like, on a team. And I feel like the only way I'm doing that is Emerald. Is an Emerald playthrough.
Now I'm thinking about breeding the Nincada that I have in BDSP, so that way I can get the ultimate Shedinja.
Oh, Spot Monitor. Hey. Okay, we gotta go the long way out because, Shadow, you don't need all this stuff. All the... any Pokemon. Yeah, but it could be the rare drop, and the Grinch. The Grinch! Yeah, I love the Jim Carrey Grinch movie.
I do too. I actually think it's one of the better full adaptation movies.
How well was the modern Grinch? Like the most recent Grinch movie? I know.
I don't know. I want to say people thought it was passable.
But
Like,
not,
it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't amazing either.
It's not Jim Carrey. Just like.
But here's the thing that I like about the Grinch, about Jim Carrey's Grinch. For one thing, unlike so many of the, unlike a lot of other stories that would have the Grinch, he doesn't just change on a dime by the end of the story. Like, yes, he understands the value of Christmas and the meaning of Christmas and everything, but that doesn't mean that he's just a nice guy immediately. He still has his jerkish tendencies, and he just channels it differently.
I mean, to be fair, the mayor in that movie was a dick.
Yeah, he was. Like, I will not discount that. But, like, the Grinch was still a jerk, but he's a funny jerk now. Like, him pranking the mayor immediately, and it's just like, cheer up, dude, it's Christmas. And then,
Cheer up, dude. It's Christmas.
and then even at the end, he's like, when like the scene cuts out because he's carving the roast beast. He's like, okay, one for you, two for me, and like, and you're like, yeah, that's totally like how he would be at that sort of moment. And not only that, but I know so many people would basically say giving the Grinch a girlfriend is stupid, and why would you ever do that? But I think it actually makes the story better because it gives him a more personal stake in it. Because she was one of the reasons why he gave up on Christmas, indirectly speaking. She wasn't really at fault. It was more the mayor being a jerk. But he was just so embarrassed and didn't want to show his face around her for that embarrassment. So that means he actually has a personal motive in there. And then having Cindy Lou be a more recurring character throughout the film as pretty much the main character outside the Grinch himself, I think it's actually sweet because he actually grows to care about Cindy Lou rather than just have her be the catalyst for him taking the Christmas tree.
And listening to you talk about this, I'm remembering all sorts of details about that movie that I completely forgot about because I haven't seen it in like, what, 15 years at least, probably?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it in quite a few years. I've mostly just been watching clips, but then as I just read through the movie now and see the events that unfold, that's where I'm like getting a lot of this.
You're like the pictures are coming back. It's just like I can
2000.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that probably closer to 20 years for me.
Yeah. Definitely something to rewatch, if only for Jim Carrey himself.
Yeah.
Like he will always be a riot in but like the Grinch was definitely one where it's sad that for what he was going through, but he definitely made the movie utterly hilarious.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like I forget what he whispers. It's hard. It was hard for me to hear. But like
yeah.
You're an idiot.
I mean, I heard. I know he said something basically along the lines of like, "Fine, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. So how about that?" And then that's when it screamed out, "You're an idiot."
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
My favorite moments, like besides the moments that I just talked about, I love the tablecloth scene. I love that scene so much.
Just absolutely failing the tablecloth scene or succeeding? I forget.
Like failing because he was supposed to have everything spill over, but he did it so skillfully that everything stayed on the table.
And then he just like
he just basically runs back over, knocks everything, and flips the table.
I remember that. I'm like, wait. I remember everything. I remember the.
Yeah, and that's
feeling that it wasn't supposed to go like that.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Jim Carrey is so good at the tablecloth scene, like he couldn't fail it.
That's how the scene was supposed to go. He was supposed to flip the tablecloth off and everything flies off. But he just did that so skillfully that he's just like, well, now what do I do? And he just comes running, does that, and Ron Howard kept that in. Ron Howard kept it in. He's like, yeah, that's just too funny.
He's just like, went off screen. He went off screen. He does it. Went off screen. Comes back and just knocked it all down.
And then another scene that happens later on during the Christmas preparation scene is where he actually calls out Ron Howard himself. Like the scene is where he's talking to Max and basically just trying to get him in the mood to be a reindeer, and his entire act throughout that is just him making fun of the director for how he directs movies.
Lear.
Yeah, I found that out later on, and
Right.
I guess he found it funny enough to keep in.
Like that movie is just so fun. I used to watch that all the time. Lock punch. Lock punch.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Christmas movies just to watch. Even
Outside of Christmas.
yeah.
One of my favorite funny movies to watch is Young Frankenstein.
I have not watched that.
It's really good. Like, it's it's a bit of dirty jokes, but also, like, it's a really good like it's a parody, but it's also kind of a sequel to all the other Frankenstein movies, kind of.
Yeah.
The candle
Back. Put the candle back.
Hey, Larvitar's evolving.
Wow, look.
Like, a great parody, in my opinion, has to both like be like be funny, but also respect the source material.
The source material, yeah.
And that movie, that movie respects the source material. They got all the freaking original props they could for the original Universal Frankenstein movie. And actually, Young Frankenstein, basically the main character of that one, Frederick. Is it Frederick? Frederick one?
Yep.
Frederick.
Yep. On Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. And that until he
on Frankenstein.
basically fun fact, if you look at the deleted scenes, the person who gave him the thing, who gave him the thing, basically the reason he got chosen for the will is because the fact that he became a respected doctor. So basically the whole plot of the movie is kind of learn from the past, kind of. Granted, they made a whole corpse, but like the one thing that Frederick learned from the past is the fact that the previous ones treated the creature as a monster. Frederick's like, this is a child. This is a child, and a child must be taught. It's like as much as it is a funny movie, it is also brings a tear to my it brings Fanfy! Fanfy!
It's
Shadow
a
is
fanpy.
broken. I'm not a huge fan of this guy.
You got the punster to groan.
I have a huge smile on my face right now. I'm looking along.
Oh. Fanfy is so technically I technically is one of the few shinies I've seen in a ROM hack, and I've been trying to figure out how I should exactly bring that forward into it. I'd like Shiny Fantasy is not very much different from it. Okay, I'm gonna have to Goombella. Goombella, we're gonna have to bring you out, paralyze it.
Yeah.
Goombella. Isn't Fanfy like the rare spawn in this area?
Hello, Mr. Moose. Oops.
It's a moose.
Come here, Mr. Moose.
It's moose.
Hello. You acknowledge this so people know you're here?
It's a Malibu, so probably not.
So Phanpy is the medium. Is the medium Pokemon here. So it goes Hoppip shows up 50%, Phanpy 35, and Surskit 15.
Right. Wait. Whatever. Fancy. I need to use the Fancy line. Get.
Get in the ball. Any particular reason why you're not like damaging it down at all?
Because I am 10 levels ahead of it.
This is why false swipe exists.
I don't have false swipe.
That sounds like a you problem.
Even Mach Punch will take it out.
Yes.
Well, it's can't be just ground.
Yeah.
Phanpy's only ground, yeah.
Okay, it's not weak to it, but
It's
Braylon is
not
also pretty
resistant.
strong. So
It's not resistant to it.
I mean, but better than being weak to it.
Okay.
Really like the effect around the Ultra Ball when it catches and like the normal catch without the snag.
You know, I probably already have a Fanfy, but I don't care. I like Fanfy.
Now you have two Vampys. It's just, you know, more
Morphe.
purified chamber fodder. I mean, friends.
Look. If there was a place that I think I would like if there are places in the boxes where I could hang out with the Pokemon while they're in the box, I would. You'd think I wouldn't be like but Shadow, how would you have a name tag on all of them? Yes, I'm gonna be honest. Why? Because I'd have a lot of Eevees, and I'm pretty sure I would lose track of which Eevee is which. Are you saying you have a bad memory? I'm saying I already have trouble telling which Eevee is which already. And unless in universe they have like a bunch of different things, and 30 a whole box of Eevees is just gonna be a lot of TM 30. I think that's good. It's physical.
I'm launching a projectile at you. It's a fist. That's why it's physical.
So
Yeah,
technically
physical
now.
Special stuff definitely did not
Yeah,
make
Ghost
sense
is
from-
physical here for some reason.
Yep. I don't remember for sure who pointed it out to me. I think it might have been KV from the data plan. But the easiest way to remember physical versus special is any type that has an evolution other than normal is special, and then there's also dragon.
Honestly, it's just one of those things that's like lodged in the back of my memory.
It like the physical special split. The physical special, not split, but like
The assignment of types and
yeah. Physical.
before the split. Honestly, now I want like somebody to do an analysis of like all the moves of a given type and whether or not the type overall is more befitting of physical or special.
Ironically
I
enough,
mean, you can even base it off of what they officially changed them to in Gen 4.
I think
Well,
ironically.
you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean in terms of like, okay, after the split, this move was this. How many moves from this type are?
Yeah, match what that type used to be.
Yeah, that would be like a very empirical way of doing it.
Thug Zook. Oh, you think you're so good, you thug.
I have been wearing socks for all day, and I felt something on them, and then now I just realized they have a gigantic hole where the big toe is. So, throwing them out.
That's already
I know, I really don't like having holes in my socks, or any of my clothes for that matter.
Do you think a Mach Punch would kill the Zangoose? Oh, we're gonna find out. Nope.
I was gonna say Stun Spore first. Oh, yay! Now you can Stun Spore it, make it easier to catch.
I was just gonna throw an Ultra Ball. And then Sun Spore. That didn't work. And also, please stop KOing you. I believe in Ultra Ball. Your Zangoose is mine. Your Zangoose is cooked. Yep. Well, that's... Oh, hey.
Also,
Fish. Oh, oh. Ha!
surviving on 2 HP.
And look, there's delicious fish to eat.
Yep.
Yummy fish.
steal all its energy in one go.
Oh, Relicanth. More delicious fish. Double.
Double dose.
This one's a bit crunchy.
I
Let me
mean,
just tell you
all
this
fish,
sandwich-
all fish is a little bit Oh, never mind. Fish is... Can't... Gabella can't eat the fish now.
Also, it just dawned on me the irony of getting this character's name, having a Seviper and a Zangoose on his team.
Zook?
Pokemon have got to be really upset about their teammates.
And let me just tell you, this sandwich is delicious. Also, it makes your farts smell crunchy.
How do you have a crunchy smell? How does that work?
I don't know. That comes from Alex Clark, a YouTube comedian. I actually find a lot of his stuff kind of funny. Yeah, he's a comedian and he's a character artist. So he sometimes has an animated character version of himself do skits.
Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball.
It feels great to have two physical attacking moves instead of two special attacking moves on the fifth.
Man, there are times when I really question like YouTube's thumbnail selection algorithm. Sometimes it hits, and then other times it's just like, oh, what is this garbage?
Other times it's the same fucking. For me, it's the same freaking. It's my half the time it's my intro.
There's certain things that it really seems to like if I'm uploading like multiple videos from the same game, it'll just pick like the same frame that appears in all of them because it's a
Like a
repeated,
loading screen.
like a repeated animation or something. It's like ooh face or whatever.
I mean, to be fair, Ooh Face worked out real well for that one episode of the Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough.
That is true.
Why the heck am I going up here for a heal? Why the heck am I here for a heal?
I don't know.
So in other news, my Gundam game came out this week.
Yay.
It's fun. It's a little bit slow at the beginning because of course it is, but like also I wasn't really figuring out how to play the game yet. I about just went to the PC to try to save. Oh hey, hey, we can put another one in the purify chamber, but I think I'm gonna wait until I get a bunch of them. To be fair, I don't just like. I know I probably shouldn't, but like I don't feel like going to the box every time I get a new Pokemon purified. So. They really want me to not do this.
No, they do not. But
Okay.
hey, more Mirror B means more Shadow Pokemon and more amazing music.
You sudden to come here.
Real Gam Tower.
What level is Rogam Tower at this point? Is it? I hope it's not 50. If it's, I'm saving right before I sign up.
Oh. If I felt like it, I could go and get my, Pokemon XD guide from Nintendo Power, but it's in the other room.
I don't remember
No
where I
crazy.
have mine.
We're gonna save like right before we go in. Oh, they're 40s.
Level 40.
Yeah.
So,
Not 50, but also not 30.
You know, people say they fear for my sanity if Pokemon was real. I fear for my sister's sanity for if Pokemon is real. You may ask why. My sister's already one step away from becoming the crazy cat lady.
how many cats?
Only 2, but it's not just cats. She likes animals and she wants to have a ranch.
Oh boy. That reminds me of someone. I know someone who is the exact same way. Only thing is, I really don't think she has the fortitude to care for all these animals.
Who?
It's one of my family members. She,
Are you sure?
like, she actually helped take care of a lot of cats, although it wasn't even, though it wasn't in her house. I think she had maybe, like, 4 to 6 cats at one point, rescue, and then 4 of them ended up being permanent pets. Whereas, and she volunteered a lot for caring for stray dogs and cats, but she would essentially foster fail for quite a few of them, and then now she is living on a ranch wanting to own farm animals, and I'm just like, there is no way you're going to be able to take care of any of them. Cats and dogs, maybe, because you're doing it now. But there's no way you're going to be able to care for a cow, some chickens, a goat, maybe even more animals than that all at once. You're going to have to haul heavy.
Seems like it's gonna add up real quick.
Oh yeah, it is. And like I said, she's not exactly in her physical prime anymore. So she's going to have to lug heavy bags of feed. She has conditions that prevent her from being as active as she usually is. And so on. And I'm just like, no, please don't. You're just wasting your time.
sister's dream job was to work at the zoo, but she's not necessarily the most well-trained handler. So she instead works at the snack bars and stuff at the zoo, local zoo. Let me mind you, this is one of the best zoos in the entire world, mind you. The great city of Omaha, known for like 2 things, and one of them is a zoo. Bat. Shadow but like I feel like she would literally just be like, but I want to keep them all. She's already
Yeah, like she sneaks a penguin out of the zoo so she can pet it at home.
I was gonna say, no, it's a crab. Bubbles. You use bubble beam, and you bubble beamed all over. Battled CD06. Mr. Verge always gets the...
I always pronounced it Varric.
I don't know, I just know it's... I call it Verge because, like, I don't know. I'm not very good with pronunciation anyway, so, like... What's Fanat? Look, language arts in general, not just English, not just writing, not just any language. Language arts was not my strongest suit. What was your strongest suit? The Ace of Spades. No, my strong suit was math and science and social studies after depending on the subject.
I was more or less a jack of all trades. I was pretty good at most of everything, but I was not like specialized all that much. So although I did get like good grades for the most part all throughout school, but I definitely have sort of steered off towards language arts, history, and stuff. So I can still do math decently well. Like I know enough to do like I kind of got lost on the quadratic formula, but like I know enough to know like how to work exponents and solve for how to solve for unknown variables, that kind of stuff. And I still know trig a little bit, so.
I didn't really get. I was always put in the special classes because, like, focusing was not my strong suit, and I don't think. Honestly, school was not very... Like, school was fun. I just wish I could have done better in school.
Yeah, I actually liked school. I just hated dealing with people. It was, because even back then, I would just like see what they do, see what they say, and I'm like, why? Why are you like this? Like, more or less in the sense of like getting in trouble, where it's like, I saw exactly how they were gonna get in trouble, and basically sat on the sidelines being like, yeah, that's gonna happen. The only thing would be, I wish that I had a bowl of popcorn every time.
I have some mini bags of popcorn now. I don't get the full bags because like too much popcorn. Also, it's a lot of grease. I got the butter lovers because like, oh, butter.
Yeah.
I like the popcorn like I like my toast. Buttery.
How much money do you have in this game now? Because of the amulet coin boosting your cash flow.
I was hoping I'd see with my save, but
Yeah, it doesn't show up.
not a lot. I have $100. Like if it was converted to like $169.70, which is
16,000 ain't bad. I mean, yeah, my biggest problem with focusing in school was just that I got bored. It was like I really hate being told the same thing over and over and over again. So after like the first 2 days of learning a subject, I got bored to where I was put into a college readiness class, and one of the things that we had to do was you had to organize your binder, and you had to come to class with a problem question. So like a problem that you were running into in one of your classes for so like if you were like, I have no idea how to do the quadratic formula, so can you guys help me with this? Here are my notes. And then they would basically walk you through, okay, here's what this is, here's how you break it down, blah blah blah. And I'm not kidding you, for months at a time I would be like, I already understand all this, so I don't know what to do. And they mandate you to have to do this. So I'm like, well,
so friggin' annoying.
it is, especially for someone who is who's very organized chaos. And on top of that, like just having to do that work, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't have any questions. So at times I'd end up making my own questions up that are far beyond what is asked. Like one that I remember is that we were talking about plants in high school, and like talking about cell walls, glucose, all that stuff that plants have to offer. And
Right.
my thought process is, all right, I already know this about plants. Now I know mushrooms are decomposers, so I wonder how it exactly breaks things down and turns it into fertilizer.
Nom 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 nom.
I mean, that's the very basic answer, but I'm thinking like in the scientific answer. And I actually had like my teacher and the tutor come up to me and basically tell me, yeah, can you like tone it down on the on how complicated these questions are? And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. I know the questions that everybody else doesn't know already. So I'm just spinning my wheels here.
Yeah.
I had a issue of like it wasn't like I had a trouble with like the math. Like I just started like didn't want me to use calculator, but like I didn't want to start writing down my work. I started just getting lazy. Like the thing is,
I mean, yeah.
like I started just getting lazy. That was my biggest issue, is the fact that I was a teenager. All I want to do is play video games. And that what you want to do now? Yes, but um um um
I mean, at the very least for math, yeah, the whole idea of being lazy is something that's A, not lost on me, and B, something that I'm like, at what point are you going to need to do this? Like, if you already have the math listed for you, why do you need to write down the process of doing it when you have a freaking calculator? Because they're like, well, you need to show your work to make sure it's right. Here's the thing. Most people are going to use a calculator anyway.
yeah. My homeroom reading I had trouble with. Science I chose biology because I don't know, that felt like the more that you could do more thing. The only thing I really didn't like taking part of was the dissecting of the frog, and I don't care for animal cruelty. Like,
Yeah, thankfully I didn't have to do that.
basically, the dissection of the frog nearly tanked my grade, but like I got a D instead of a B. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
3. Oh god, it's 3 hours. Where's the time gone? But yeah,
Laying this and talking about everything from school to food to the Grinch.
right. I like it when we're actually talking. Like,
Sorry, I'm not very good at talking, especially right now.
I mean, you get an exception. You've been dying. You've been working with a company that's been making you drive halfway across.
I mean,
New York City.
money's actually pretty decent.
Well, I mean, you get good money is only goes so far.
I hope that you at least get a tax break for driving around for work.
Not really, but I get compensated for it.
But like math I because like the only math class I technically failed was the second semester of geometry, and that's just because I missed the finals, and also they started doing decimals. They started doing decimals. Geometry.
Not to be confused with Dewey Decimals, which is, a library thing.
Shadow
The
was
only class I came close to failing was Spanish. And that actually had some extraneous problems. I had some extraneous problems at that point. But even when I was just fine, I still just didn't care for Spanish all that much. I'm like, I really want to take Mandarin Chinese like my sister because my sister can help me. And I actually like the idea of Chinese, and my sister's like, yeah, no, don't do that. You yourself admit that you're a terrible artist. So, and it requires a lot of artistry to be as accurate as possible. And I'm like, dang it.
Like, don't
actually,
do it to yourself.
actually no. Another class I failed. Here's the thing. My family didn't learn. My family didn't learn that I failed until after I moved out of the house. Because like I fucking made sure I got a report card. I made a fake report card and everything. Oh hey, the oh hey, um, Streamlabs. Hey, let me ban you. Where the heck is the ban button? Ban. Deny.
Banned.
Ban.
Got a shirt with cute instruments on it? Banned. And it's against dress code too.
But like Shadow Zero did probably more work than he did thing trying to make sure he had a fucking summer. Like, cause my stepdad said if I failed a class, I was grounded summer. So I made sure I didn't. This is my junior year. I'm like, okay. I looked at the. I did a whole lot to make sure that thing. I looked up. I copied the font of my report card to the fucking T. And I made sure I destroyed my previous report card. My mom usually would have. My mom was just like for once did not look it up. I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, like a few years later, I'm like after I was moved out, like, Mom, I'd like to make a thing. I might have faked my junior report card. I.
So, yeah, I did not go that far. In fact, I didn't really do anything after my report card came out. Because my folks just gave me some slack because they're like, you are in like 6 AP courses. We've been doing physical therapy. You had other problems, and you did well on everything else. As frustrated as we are that you did not, that you got your first D in any class.
No,
You've been through a lot.
it wasn't D's. It was F's. I was hiding like.
I know. I know.
But
in a
My
sense.
biggest problem was that, like, there wasn't any issues with me letting my parents see the report card. It was I would always, like, either forget to get it out of my bag to show them, or forget to get them to sign it and bring the little thing back to be like, yes, my parents saw my report card. I was just really bad at remembering that shit.
Well, here's the thing. This was the end of the year report, so I didn't have anything to have him sign. But I then afterwards that year but the only other class I failed was study skills. Person who doesn't study failed study skills. Anyway, thank you until next time. Fare thee well. Bye bye. See you all later. Arf, 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 arf.
Does anybody have a buffet?
Nope. Peace.